Okay, this is the photo booth right here for our Tamp the Red event, hashtag Tamp the Red. We have our photo booth instructions here about using your phone. We have little chalkboards here where you can write what you would like to say to your legislators here, specifically targeting Scott Herndon and Russ Folger. And people can be open and honest about how they feel about the laws as they stand and the assaults on their bodily autonomy and reproductive rights. Snap a little photo here next to our lovely backdrop, and then we can post those messages online on social media and get the word out about how people feel. So
we're gonna tag it.
Tagging them, yeah.
All right, and how are you involved, my lady?
I am Kaylee Peterson's field director, so I help people knock on doors and talk to voters about the upcoming election.
Okay, and well, can I meet Miss Kaylee?
Miss Kaylee Peterson.
Whoa!
Hey!
All right. Okay. So I have a little channel. I'll edit out my voice. But anyway, and I got about 4 viewers. So anyway, so tell me about yourself. Yeah.
Well, my name is Kaylee Peterson, and I am running for the United States House of Representatives in Idaho's 1st Congressional District against Russ Folger from the Freedom Caucus. And it's probably the best thing I've ever done with my life, because I get to spend time with people like Jen and Alicia and learn about communities like Sandpoint and host silent discos. So it doesn't get better than this.
Okay, so tell me about your stands on some of these reproductive rights going on in Idaho.
I think that the government should stay out of both women's bodies and our doctors' offices, no matter what. I think women should have the ability to make decisions about what's best for them and their future. And I think women of Idaho are terrified about the fact that getting pregnant could possibly face death, lack of prenatal care. I mean, we're already losing healthcare professionals. Our industries are dying. So I think reproductive health is probably one of the most important things to most Idahoans, at least 50% of us. So absolutely.
All right. Anything else like that you're passionate about besides women's rights?
Getting working class people back in government. I think for once we need a regular, average working class person who knows how difficult it is, especially as millennials, to try and make it work. How we're living paycheck to paycheck, the housing market's a mess, healthcare is a dream, retirement is something we can't even fathom right now.
Yeah.
And so we need younger, stronger voices in government.
Sweet. All right, Kaylee, thank you so much. Anything else I should know with all of you ladies here? I'm gonna just look at all 3 of you. Wow, look at all. Woo! Okay, all right. Thanks you. Okay, here you are, so tall, looking at the most beautiful food. I haven't messed with it yet. I'm about to just mess it. Okay. Why are you hosting this event?
Because it's important.
It's important. You host a lot of cool events, huh?
Yeah, so the heart of the Pro-Voice Project enterprise is the Traveling Abortion Story stage productions. And so that's happened in 3 towns in Idaho so far just this year. And what that is we take real stories from Idahoans about their experiences with abortion and reproductive health care. And we have actors perform those stories from the stage in various communities, and so people can receive these stories and receive them with all the nuance that attends them. Because when you talk about abortion in a political arena, it's so black and white. It's a really poor container to hold this experience that happens for myriad reasons, as many reasons as there are people who need abortion care. So these stories are shared from the stage, sort of like the vagina monologues. And then after that, we have a panel discussion where attorneys, physicians, community leaders, activists can speak to the laws as they stand in Idaho and how we affect change, and the audience gets to ask questions. So with those 2 sides to the performance, you get sort of the heart side of things with the stories. You really get to feel into the experience. And then you get to touch into the the headspace of it and what these laws mean for people on the ground in Idaho right now.
Yeah.
So we've had hundreds of people attend each of the productions. They've been a huge success, and we'll have at least 3 more next year.
Oh man. Okay. So, what events or what led you to this? Because this is like a huge part of your life right now. Like
this is like a full-time plus.
I mean, yeah.
Full-time plus unpaid sort of gig.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a big transition. Prior to this, I was running a business with my husband. We own an arborist business in town, running chainsaws for the past 13 years. And last year with the Dobbs decision, I just couldn't stand by and do nothing and say nothing in the face of that. I had to do something, and it was a big enough deal for me to set down the chainsaw and devote my time and energy 100% to fighting for reproductive rights. It matters so much to me. I have a daughter. I want her to grow up in an Idaho where she has full bodily autonomy. I want her to grow up in an Idaho where she's not shamed for her decisions about her body. I do this because I was shamed about my body and the decisions that I've made. I do this because I needed an abortion once. There are so many reasons why I do this, but I'm so passionate about this, and it is worth it to devote my time to this and try to move the needle on this issue in Idaho.
And so in this passion, or in this, like, this is what you have to do, you've met a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like clarified, like, oh, I'm on the right path because you're meeting like great people, right?
Yeah. I'm at the table with, legislators, with attorneys, with physicians, with activists from around the state. We all get to converse and share our experiences and talk about how we affect change in Idaho. It's been amazing to meet all these people. And then all the people in the various communities that I've spoken to or had the stage performances in, every time I share my story, people afterwards share their stories, their abortion stories with me. It's just opened up this amazing dialogue with people around the state. It's been so powerful and so affirming of the fact that this needs to be happening in Idaho. Someone needs to be leading the charge on it. I happen to be that person, but it could be anyone. People are ready to talk about this and ready to open up about their stories.
Okay, so you helped lead another event here, outside the first night of the Pride event. So what is sort of your mission with the party kind of theme?
Yeah, so with the party theme, I truly believe that joy is the ultimate form of resistance. There is so much about the laws in the state and our legislators and what they are trying to do. They're trying to sow fear. They're trying to sow distrust between neighbors. And the best thing we can do in the face of that is to remain joyful and remain heart open and remain in community with one another and trust one another. And so the best way to do that is to have dance parties. And in that, it may seem superfluous to have dance parties, but it's a way for us to have community and to see one another and to know that we've got each other's back, to know we're not alone in this, and to know that we can still have fun even when things are really dark. So that's the point of this. That's the point of this.
Yeah. Oh, that's not your real hair. No. Oh. I recognize you. Yeah, the chainsaw, Metallica woman. Yeah. So this is a different thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is a channel shift.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
No logging boots today.
Oh yeah.